He proceeded to eat my food, and then three other people came up to him and started eating my food. So I had to order 2 portions of the same meal because I was starving and I just wanted to eat and leave. How do you eat someone's food and still proceed to flirt with them? Like, how does that even work? Alive in the nighttime, yeah. Okay, away we go. Only thing we have on is the radio. Oh, let it play. I started listening to this new Kanye album, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I am literally obsessed with Kanye West. First of all, he's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising. I'm one of those people that just have unfiltered thoughts and opinions all the time. And I feel like I resonate with that sort of energy. Like, so today I'm linking with my friends Ryan and Wade. And they suggested we go to this Russell Peters comedy show. Now, I've never been to a comedy show in my life. So clearly my friend is quite excited to see me. Let's see what the day holds. Like, we always embrace the all-encompassing possibility and opportunities that are available by the universe, which we are very, very grateful for. I will express my divine gratitude for them hearing me out, like including my ancestors, my guides. Like, I've been craving and asking for new experiences for like a long time, but I think also when you separate yourself from the routine and redundancy that you're usually used to doing, even if you go out every weekend, when you immerse yourself back into that space, it just feels very enlightening and delightful to meet new people, to socialize, to dance, more importantly, and just like express your body in ways that you haven't in a while. Today we're going to go to Russell Peters in Pretoria at the Sunbed Time Arena. Just to like enjoy and have a good time, because like, as much as we know that alcohol is like, you know, very spiritually tormenting, it can also be used as a vessel to highlight the things that may be hidden within you. You understand? I also read this tweet today where this guy was like, allegedly he's a face reader. He said that moles and beauty spots are where other spirits have been contacted. So I have one here and here. And I've been contemplating like whether I should get rid of them, but this is just how I was made and how I was blessed. So I don't think I'm gonna change anything about myself. So yeah. Let me start off by saying that my room looks a mess, and it always does when I try to find something to wear. So the creative expression when it comes to how you dress really depends on my mood at any particular time. And my mood be switching up like crazy. I just feel like it's really important for me to acknowledge that I don't have any clothes. And like, I'm often torn between dressing like a 40-year-old and a slut. I know that I'm like literally in my 20s, so I often, when I dress, I really want to savor the fact that at a later stage, you know, what if this isn't a reality? But that's also me holding on to like this fear-based belief that, you know, my attractiveness or my body's gonna run out. If I continue to exercise, hone my energy, you know, work on everything that I need to work on internally, I can still feel like this at least 40 years from now. So literally there was crazy confusion because allegedly Wade was so drunk. But now let's see. Oh, there's no water. Like, how am I gonna quench my thirst? There's no water. Usually the water's over there. Anyway, darlings.
Are you?
How are you?
Good, and you?
You were drunk, weren't you?
Stop it. Just get in the car.
He's coming to open my door. This trip literally only took 45 minutes, mostly because Wade was speeding, and I don't know. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this drive. The concept of driving somewhere that you don't really know or are not that familiar with, it just gives me, it just gives me a different sensation.
Life's a movie, eh?
It is. It really is. My life is a movie. I live the most entertaining life ever. Like, one thing I'll never do is hate my life or myself. Imagine that.
Why be a pussy?
Exactly. Why be a pussy when you can be a penis? Funny enough, someone named Adam Comedian was far funnier than Russell Peters. I would actually rate this like a solid 6 out of 10 because I'm one of those people that laugh in my head. I literally laugh in my head. I don't really like the peer pressure of laughing out loud like everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, some things, it's not like that, you know? Clearly, you can just really tell the difference between someone who's like a social media head and isn't, like, just by the way that they record videos, Yes, Ryan is one of them, but you know what, as long as he just got me in the frame, that's all that matters. I told him he did a good job and, life went on. This is my homemade cayenne pepper drink that I drink every morning for the speed of my metabolism, and this is what I had for breakfast this week. How do you feel?
I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking amazing, bro. Yo, bless some even off, bro.
Okay, really wanted to be home because I didn't really have a good time, but I was at Last Alpaca. But little did I know this was where shit was going to go left. What do you think of all people operating the weekend? On a hot snowy.
Hey, weekends, man, weekends. It's very chicken weekend.
What?
It's very chicken weekend.
Oh, what that mean?
Anything can happen. Anytime it's tea time. Anytime it's tea time.
People don't go northern.
2 p.m. can end up to 2 a.m. So anytime is, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock, so yeah, that's what I think about weekends. Anytime it's tea time.
How do you feel about people eating my food that I'm going to
I won't lie, that was good.
I'm gonna eat your food. I'm gonna eat your food. If it's on my table, I will eat it.
No, let's not lie, man. No, that was chicken, though. Chicken. Imagine someone took the chicken with small.
Who took the chicken?
Biggest, dog.
Which ones? Ah, that's special.
I just like what's known and familiar. I just like routine and knowing what to expect. I know the gravel of the road. I know the density of the traffic. I know where I would go if I were to turn left or to turn right. And even if it's a place that I thoroughly enjoy, I just can't do this anymore. I just feel like I had to treat myself, also because my week started really shitty. So I had to take myself to my favorite restaurant in Hyde Park to cheer myself up, I can't, I don't even think I want to go out anymore. I don't even think I have an interest in going out. On top of that, I just feel like I've really outgrown a lot of things, and like my energy is so expansive, and my energy's like, nah, this is not for you anymore. This is not like where you're supposed to be. I force myself sometimes to live this youthful young life, like partying at times, although I don't do it as much as I used to when I was like 19. But I have this like perception that I need to have as much fun as possible in my youth, because I might not at a later stage. But also it's like a thing of like YOLO, you only live once, so do it while it's available, do it while you can. And I think I've subconsciously programmed that within myself. So I kind of like guilt trip and gaslight myself for not going outside, because like I feel like I'm only gonna look this young and hot right now. I think it's also important to remember that I'm about to start my period, so that's a good signal and sign that it's time for like me time, like personal time, introspective time. And in the past, like I just thought that things outside of myself would fulfill me. I thought like, getting involved with someone would fulfill me, and it actually left me more scarred than I was when I got into it. And I feel like I'm not the only one who can say that. I just feel like right now I'm in a very vulnerable space, and as much as I'm taking ashwagandha, and I've been taking it for like a year now, it sort of does suppress your emotions to a certain degree. So I haven't physically processed the fact that I intentionally did the things that I did romantically to myself over the past few years, and I really don't want to sign up to that again. It's not even a thing of like I have standards or I need a man with money, which I do, but it's just like a thing of, I need to worry about me. You know what I mean? People only worry about you when you prioritize yourself. So that's like the key lesson that needs to be integrated. There's just a lot of transmutation and a lot of energy that needs to be transmuted right now. And I think what better way to start than to let you know that this is the truth of how I feel. My birthday is also coming up soon, so I don't know. Is it like a thing to be depressed like before your birthday? Because I've seen people discuss it online before. I've just never really quite grasped the concept of that. I need to look into it astrologically though. I either go through like insane and extreme periods of isolation or extreme periods of extroversion, and neither of those are true to who I am and myself. And I betray myself often by doing something when I'm not in a mental and energetic place to do it, but I do it anyway. Like for example, this past weekend, because I asked for tickets literally a week in advance, and I do strive on having integrity, it's like I couldn't not show up, because it's like I went out of my way to ask. Surely if I'm asking, I'm going to keep my word. One thing that I don't like is people who do not keep their word. So I strive to honor, what I say, because word is bond type shit. So many like things that have ruined my week happened. So for starters, like I was just like inappropriately touched by a man that I don't know. Like he was talking about how he's seen me before, and I'm like, bro, I've never met you before, I've never seen you, I'm not even interested in talking to you. And like he just wouldn't leave me alone. Then another guy that I've barely had an interaction with, I just follow online, he just seems to ride this wave of like social notoriety, so people tend to think that they're indispensable and invincible in that regard. So basically he was like, I've always had a crush on you, do you know that? I'm like, what do you mean you have a crush on me? And then he proceeded to eat my fucking chicken wings, and there were only like 4 on the plate. So that happened. Like, how do you eat someone's food and still proceed to flirt with them? Like, how does that even work? Whew. And like, as soon as I got to the event, like I just didn't have a good time. I tried and I forced myself, but I just wasn't in the energetic space to have a good time, if that makes sense. And I think like I need to honor the fact that I feel that way often. Like people seem to think that I'm like flaky and weird, but it's like my energy is not consistent, and that's in my human design too. Like, my energy is not consistent. Like, I will literally switch up immediately if I don't want to do something anymore. And I feel like you are allowed to feel that way too. Like, you should be allowed to do that, like, respectfully. But I just like, I was like hectic on the integrity toward myself. So I left the house pretty late, got there pretty late. All those stupid circumstances transpired, and I was like, God is watching, angels are writing, the heart is crying, and the earth is remembering. Indeed, what is to come is far greater than what has gone by.